Ethereum is seven days away from entering into a new era. EIP 1559 is about to hit the testnet. This is a massive advancement for this important upgrade for Ethereum. I'll be diving into that in today's video. Also, we have banks that are starting to use DeFi, get into DeFi. This is totally crazy. We're breaking down that story for you as well. And of course, big Polygon updates with another major decentralized finance protocol hopping on the Polygon bandwagon. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's a topic that you'd like to learn some more about, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, gently tap on the thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, and click on the notification bell to know when I put out a new video. Now let's just go ahead and jump straight into the main story today, and that is that Ethereum EIP 1559 is heading off to the testnet. This is going to happen on June 24th, just 7 short days from now. We are going to get a major Ethereum improvement proposal going live on the testnet. And you might think, oh, the testnet, Lark, come on, let's talk about the mainnet, man. Well, mainnet should be coming, hopefully, if everything goes well in the testnet, obviously, at some point in July. But this is a very important first step. This is testing it in the wild, so to speak, seeing how it actually works out on the testnet. This is going to be a big deal for Ethereum. Now, in case you don't know, I've been talking about a lot here on the channel. In case you don't know, EIP 1559, this is an upgrade that is going to introduce fee burning to Ethereum. So there's going to be a lot of transactions that when those transactions happen, just a little bit of Ethereum is going to be burnt, sent off into the void, never to be heard from again. Now, you might think that, okay, if a couple dollars worth of Ethereum is burnt on every transaction, that's not really such a big deal. But let's expand that out to tens of millions of transactions in a year, and we start to talk about significant amounts of Ethereum disappearing from the market forever. Now, there's been a few different calculations, and we're not going to dive into the specific numbers here because they're all just, guesswork essentially. But had we had EIP 1559 already this year, millions of Ethereum would have been burnt already, which is incredible to think about. So we have this deflationary force coming for Ethereum, combined with, of course, the massive drop coming for Ethereum inflation, and you have a pretty damn big deal happening for Ethereum overall. So this is very exciting stuff happening for Ethereum. Very excited to see this coming out to the testnet. Obviously, we really want to see it getting out to the mainnet sooner than later, but the testnet is a very, very important stage of that process to get it out, of course, to the mainnet in the future. So this is progress, guys. This is progress. We're getting closer and closer to actually seeing this out in the real world. By the way, if you want to earn yourself some safe and simple passive income, you need to check out BlockFi. Super easy way to get passive income in crypto. You can earn 5% on your Bitcoin, 4.5% on your Ethereum, and up to 9.3% on your dollar stablecoins. This is the perfect option for beginners. If you're a more advanced user, you can find a higher risk and higher reward plays out there in DeFi land. But if you're a beginner, you're just starting off, you want a super simple way to earn some passive income, you need to check out BlockFi. And if you use the link down below in the description to start your account, you can actually get up to $250 in free Bitcoin just for starting your account, making your first deposit. So go ahead and check that out. Now let's talk about this story, because this was crazy when I read it. So Switzerland's Sygnum Bank is getting into DeFi. So they're starting to offer custody and trading services for DeFi tokens. That's the first step. But what the big news is, banks offering custody and trading services, that's not really a new story. We've seen a lot of banks doing that. But the real big story, they are going to be introducing a suite of yield generating products for their freaking customers. This is massive news, because what we're going to see, banks are literally going to start taking your dollars, your euros, whatever it might be, throwing those into yield generating products in decentralized finance land. This is crazy stuff. Now look, Sygnum's the first bank to come out and really, I think, make this kind of move. We will see other banks. It's probably going to take a few years before a lot of banks hop on board with this, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. This is a big deal, because suddenly we're going to see this flood of money entering into the markets We're going to see just tens of trillions of dollars potentially getting exposure to all these different products across the whole DeFi space. Now, I'm not super excited about having banks getting in, but you have to realize the significance of seeing banks get in the first place. They're going out into the wild here, so to speak, because normally they just do borrowing and lending, customer to customer, or business to business, whatever it might be. Here they're actually saying, well, we're going to take your money and put it into freaking DeFi, man. This is a big first step for really, I think, crypto and DeFi in particular going mainstream. So really big news there. Also, Goldman Sachs is planning to offer some Ethereum options contracts. That's cool. So, I just think that this story really underlines that big money has really been paying attention to Ethereum. We're seeing more and more big money getting into Ethereum, playing with Ethereum. And we have all these corporations and different players like this who are actually building stuff on Ethereum, playing around with Ethereum, and that's just going to continue. So seeing this being offered, it's an inevitable progression. We're just waiting now, I think, really for the Ethereum ETFs to come. We already have them in Canada. It's just a matter of time before they happen in the USA. I mean, obviously the Bitcoin ETF is going to come first in the USA, although it would be hilarious if an Ethereum ETF was approved before a Bitcoin ETF in the USA. But we're probably going to need the Bitcoin ETF first. But it's coming. It's coming. The demand for these products is obviously there, which is why I wanted to talk about this story, because screw Goldman Sachs. But realistically, this is showing that there's a very, very strong demand from institutional players, from the rich family offices and all this stuff to get exposure to different products related to particularly Ethereum. So they're meeting customer demand. They would not be offering this. They wouldn't be spending all their time and energy throwing something like this out into the market unless people actually wanted to get a piece of it and to use it. And obviously people do. Now, this was an interesting story as well. MicroStrategy CEO Michael Saylor, famous Bitcoin bull, obviously. He says he sees Ethereum as a serious competitor to the financial industry. He asserted that there was a place for different crypto assets when asked about Bitcoin maximalism. Now, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy, they only invest in Bitcoin, which is, understandable. It's the tip of the spear and all that stuff we talk about all the time here on the channel. But I like his assertion that Ethereum is a serious competitor to the financial industry, because it is. It is. Ethereum is going to disrupt everything. That's why you have Sygnum Bank getting into DeFi, because they understand you either get on board with what's happening or you get blockbustered. It's as simple as that. Now let's talk about some big Polygon news we've had over the last couple of days. Polygon, of course, has just been a stellar performer this year, and I think it's going to keep performing very, very well. I'm still holding the majority of my Polygon bags, and they just keep nailing out new partnerships. And look, this is a side chain for Ethereum. It's a layer 2 solution essentially for Ethereum, allowing people to use all these Ethereum applications, but for next to nothing. The fees you pay on Polygon are a fraction of a penny per transaction. So this is really awesome to see that we have Kyber Network, which is a massive decentralized exchange on the Ethereum network, also a big liquidity provider on the Ethereum network, bringing their services over to Polygon. This is really good because one of the biggest drawbacks to using Kyber, to be honest, was the freaking crazy fees you had to pay on damn Ethereum. It made it almost unusable at times. So seeing them integrating Polygon, it's just another little notch on the wall there in terms of another victory for the Polygon network. At this point, we've seen so many major Ethereum DeFi applications integrate with Polygon. We still have a few major outliers like Uniswap and Wire and Finance and Bancor. Hopefully they get on board sooner than later. That would be great to see, obviously. But for the moment, this is nice to see Kyber hopping on too. Also would like to shout out here that Ramp DeFi is launching its V2 Vault on Polygon. Amazing. Now you guys know that I have been very bullish on Ramp DeFi for ages now. This is a liquid staking protocol. Seeing them come to Polygon, integrating with Polygon, that's just awesome. That's just awesome. Some of my favorite projects coming together and working together. This is great to see. So really good to see Ramp DeFi also hopping on board. And look, Ramp's just been delivering and delivering and delivering. It's crazy because the market's much like every other coin, except Polygon. Polygon seems to be immune to any bear trends. But Ramp DeFi, it's just been delivering and delivering and delivering. The price has gone down quite a bit. But here they are. They're out there. They're doing it. They're making it happen. So I'm very excited to see this continue to move forward, that Ramp DeFi has not been sleeping. Quite the opposite, actually. They've got their vault products. They're expanding their vault products all the time. So that is really cool to see. And, you know, a lot of people ask me, well, Lark, if Polygon is this layer 2 solution for Ethereum with its sidechain product, well, then isn't at some point then we're going to see a situation where it's just not needed anymore? I don't think that's the case for a few reasons. Even in the future, when Ethereum has 64x scaling, we're still going to see transaction fees, you know, 10, 20 cents, 50 cents, maybe $1 sometimes, which is obviously much, much cheaper than it is right now. But Polygon is still going to cost a fraction of a penny. And now, if Polygon wasn't developing anymore, if they were just kind of staying with what they're doing, not building anything new, you might say, well, eventually, yeah, Ethereum might move away from them. We have all these sort of native layer 2 solutions that are going to be integrated more directly with Ethereum that are coming, Arbitrum and Optimism and all this different stuff. But Polygon, in case you didn't know, has been working very hard on roll-up technology, which is exactly what Arbitrum and Optimism are using. So this could see Polygon basically continue to build on its incredible success that it's already had, and to build more success in the future by, of course, deploying roll-ups. So I remain very bullish on Polygon and, of course, the entire Ethereum network. In case you can't tell from the general content that's put out on this channel, I am, of course, an Ethereum bull. Now, your question for today: have you used Polygon? I know a lot of you guys out there probably have been hearing about it, seeing what's going on, but are you actually using Polygon? And if so, what are you doing on Polygon? Let me know down below. I mean, are you out there yield farming on Polygon? Are you just sending stable coins around? What are you doing? Let me know. I'm very curious to hear if you've been using the Polygon network. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.